Huh. Look at that. Hi, everybody. No, it's not Joe Biden behind you. It's me, Steve Pascucci. But what we're looking at right here, what we want to do is come back here about maybe 4 or 5 feet and let's look at our paintings before we even get started. Okay? So, what did we do yesterday? We worked on all the waterfall. And look at that, look at that brightness back there. And even with how we used the light blue and the dark blue together, we created already like a mist up there. I don't know if I'm right up in here. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start working right back here and we're going to come forward. Let me get back in frame so I can show you what we're talking about. And oh, what a beautiful day today, huh? Thank God it's getting better too. I mean, I'd like to get back in the house. So what we want to do is we want to start with the black. Okay. So let's take our medium brush. Okay. Yeah, we want to create that mist. So why did I take black out? We want white. We want white. And we want our small brush. Okay, so good. I'm glad you didn't dip it in yet. And look at how much paint I took. I don't know if you can see that, but I took just that little bit of black and white. Okay, so we're going to use the white first. Let's go grab our small brush. And what we're going to do is, see right in here, we're going to create that mist. That was quick. We're going to create that mist. Oh, it's all over the place. Look at this. I'm dropping it all over. All right. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take just that little bit. Remember, never scoop it. Never scoop that paint. And let's start from the bottom here. And we're going to do little, just kind of like smush it in and around. Just give it like movement, I guess, is what it is. Okay? So, and keep it down really, really low. We'll raise some of these a little bit later. But so you just kind of like smush it in there. And you want to get that sparkle effect, like where the water is starting to bubble up and fall over. Okay? I mean, and come right back down. Kind of like here where it's falling over. We'll have a little bit here too. But that'll come later. Remember, we're working from back to front. And we're just gonna add some of this right in here like that. And you want to go right across. Don't rush this now. Take little bits of paint at a time, okay? And little bits, always take little bits out because you don't want to waste paint. So, see, and you could even come right in front of. This is the importance of why we work back to front, because now we can even put some right in front. Right in front of that stone. And look at that, now it already pushes that in front of there and it makes it look like the stone goes behind there. But we're also going to put another stone in front of here. But we don't want to do that yet. Okay, and the reason is because we want to get all this done first. Like I said, that was my mistake. That was a mistake to grab the black. So I hope you didn't do that. But look at the beautiful shades in here. It looks like the sun is coming right, as it is right now. It's coming right in and bouncing off the tops of that. And I'm looking at my rocks. And as I said, it's a bigger canvas. I was working on this with you guys. And what I wanted to do is to show you that the different, how to quickly make rocks, I guess. But what I'm saying for myself, I would probably more so do some more work with these. Okay. But what we want to do right now is just create that flow like it's going back in there. And look at this. And I think what we didn't talk about yesterday was the importance of having the green with the blue in the water, because this green that we put in represents all up here, all this stuff up here. And then we have some of the blue, which is here, but here, remember, we wanted to just break it up. And look at how much wasted space. We have so much wasted. This is basically another canvas right here. Sure, it's beautiful. Yeah, and I love your work. But here, there's so much wasted space. Unless you wanted it to have, if the painting called to have that much water in there, then that's fine. But what we want to do, we're going to break this up. We're going to bring this up. We're going to make like a place that we could sit down and watch the waterfall and enjoy the beautiful day. And like I say, it is a beautiful day today. And the weather just seems to be getting better, except for tomorrow. Tomorrow, I don't know if we'll be out here because The wind is supposed to be pretty windy. I'll check it out. We'll see. You know, check of course with Chief Meteorologist Mike Haddad, Chinline News at MUI. But we can't really work out here. Of course, this would be like a sail. But so fortunate to be able to work out here again with the natural light because it's beautiful. And remember, you always want the light in front of you, behind you, so it shines in front of you. And we're just going to bubble this up. And don't even worry about going up here yet, okay? Because that's where we do our dry brush, okay? Now what we want to do is here, just show that bubble up stuff right in here. And you don't want to kill the beautiful blues and all that movement behind there, whatever might be behind here. You want to leave all that in there and just think about all those little splashes that go up there. Okay, how's this? Now I was thinking maybe for next week, I'm kind of stumped. I couldn't imagine, we'll probably finish this one up tomorrow, but I don't want to really start another on a Friday. I'd rather do Monday through Friday, or maybe even do quicker ones. You know, maybe if you want, like, could do little tips or something, show you how to paint this or that quicker, or you know, as a lesson. So whatever your ideas are, I don't have too many. I can show you what I know. And if you want to grab some clay, let's see. Actually, tomorrow I could show you what we'll need if you want to do some sculpting. That would be awesome. Okay, now see what I'm doing here? Now, don't do like this. See how it's basically, like I say, you don't want to have this going right across. Just like we didn't want our trees going right across, because that just creates like a fence or a wall. So basically that's what that is. Yeah, it goes up and down a little bit, but not as much to take your eye away from it, because my eye just stays down there and it's like that. That's about it. So what I want to do is just kind of bring some of this up. But see, look at this fine mist it already created by just using the light blue with the dark blue. So remember, we came down with the dark blue and we let that paint what? Break. That's right. So we let that break, then we came up with the light blue, and we let that break again. That's right. So we let that break as we came up, we let that dry, and then we came down over the dark blue with the white. And look, how easy, right? How easy. You can do this every day. Well, now you can do it every day. For quite a while, I'm sure. But I would love to get back to work. I'm missing everybody that I'm not with. The days I'm not with them. I still look at my schedule and see who I would have been with, and that's the way it goes. See, I don't know if you can see, but there's kind of like chunks of white up there, and maybe over here a little bit. But let that stay there. That's fine. That's fine like that. But while we have that little bit of white on the brush, let's just kind of like wipe that off, and let's see what we got here. Don't go into what you already bubbled up on the bottom, but what you want to do is come up here. Oh yeah, look at this. Right, all I have is just a little bit of that white on there. I'll bring some of it down because I don't want it to be separated from these bubbles. But I want to leave some stuff back there. I don't want to make a white wall. Okay, so this is nice all up in here. So wherever you think, you don't want to go way up here with the mist either, because it's just down low. Okay, but you want to maybe bring a little bit up here, just to change that up a little bit. And see, I'll look for the darker areas and I'll just fill that in, and just, all I'm doing is what? Cleaning my brush off. That's right. That's all I'm doing. And leave some of those little darker areas in there, because they fight to become even darker when you have that little bit of a see-through paint in there. Whatever is dark behind light is going to become darker. Darker. Let's see, what else? While we get the white out, okay, well, you know, and you can play with that as much as you want to, but don't overwork it. See, because you don't want to have this all mist and everything like that. These look nice, and you worked hard on all of that, bringing it down, bringing it up, bringing the white back down, putting the mist on there, the bubbles on the bottom. It's a lot of work right there. So you don't want to kill it by just blah, 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 and throwing paint on it. So, you know, wherever you step back and take a look at it. See, like maybe right in here, a little bit darker in here, so, ooh. And all I'm doing, I hadn't even reached in for any more paint yet. And all I'm doing is just, I'm kind of really scrubbing that brush on there to force that paint off. And look at that. This looks a little splotchy, so I'll put a little mist in there, right? Whatever might not be dry, I could just push around. Yeah, see, I just push it around. But no bullying. That's not good. Bully the paint. Bully the paint where you need to. See, and that's all I want to do. I just want movement in there. This is our focal point, remember. We're going back to there. All right, we could even, oh, you know, so watch this. Take out just a little bit of the dark blue. Let me show you a trick. With the dark blue, that same dirty brush, now we don't care because there's only white on there and we're working right in here and it's that dark blue that we're using, right? So what we want to do is just come in here. Now this you want to keep down very, 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 very low, okay? So just come down in here and see what this does. Creates another plane to look at. So imagine all the work that you just did on this waterfall. Yes, it's the focal point, but you don't want to overwork it either. So just keep little, I know you can see it from back there. And if you can't, just pull up your chair a little bit better. I just want to show you how it looks as a whole. I'm going to step back now. Oh, yeah, I like that. See, and that little bit of the dark blue starts to make it even heavier down there at the bottom. Now see, I'm looking at it, I'm almost thinking I came a little too high up here. I should have stepped back earlier, and I probably would have stopped it right around here. But no, I went way up here. But those are the things you learn. Those are the things you learn. Of course, I'm not going to, well, you know something? See if I can fix this. So if I come in here, excuse me, I'm going to come right in here, throw some of that dark blue, just a little, never scoop it, just that little bit, right? Where's my mistake? Right in here that I don't like. Maybe it's not a mistake. Maybe it looks great on yours. But I want to do away with this. And see, I got my brush sideways, taking just a little bit. So I'm using it more like a pencil just to erase, right? And it's only those same two colors, so there is no mistake. And look at that. I could do it right here. Wherever you're not happy with, you can always break it up because it's going to dry into those same colors. Stretch this so you never want to just leave it like that. Stretch it so it goes right back into the white. Okay, that's what you want to do there. And let's see, I want to kill this. That was a little too heavy here. All right, so I'll stretch that out. That's okay. It all becomes part of the waterfall, right? And if there's too much in there that I don't like, I can always go back with the white. You can always play with it. Okay? And then when you're happy with it, then you leave it alone. A lot of people make that same mistake, and I still make that same mistake where I kind of overwork it. I know I got to keep these down low, but just give it movement, and don't rush this part because remember, this is your focal point. The focal point is what you look at. What's the first thing that catches your eye? You know, would it be the rocks? Would it be up here? Maybe if there was some kind of something hanging off the tree, you know, like in Wizard of Oz or something back there hanging. But I don't know. But ours just happens to be this waterfall. So I'm going to go right in here. I got to come over here, put a little bit of tricklage in here. Right? And now we want to start to bring this out so it's not just the waterfall and the splash and then the flat water, because it doesn't work like that, right? This has to ripple out and then become nice and calm like this, right? So what are we going to do? I'll show you. And this is the easiest way and the most fun way to make waves. Again, now we're going to work on the side. So you see the fat side right here. Of course, I know you see that, right? But what I'm doing is I'm using it this way, and I'm going to scratch it in like this, okay? And then, see how we leave our lines nice and flat. And try to practice these on your palette. Try to practice like a really, really squished Z. Okay, that's the easiest way I can explain it. See, like right in here, I know that this is going to be some land, but I don't want to go over there and screw you guys up. Okay, so let's see. Now we said that there was going to be a rock here. Okay, so let's see what else could go here. Maybe over here is a little bit darker back here. Ooh, because it's it's in the shade behind the rocks. But like I say, I would probably work on my rocks a little bit more because they're kind of, for me, they're too flat and blotchy. But there's things that we could do. But like I said, for your sake, I just wanted to show you just a way, and they're not just gray or black or white. They're yellow. They're all kinds of colors in there. Brown. Really look at them for a little while. Got plenty of time to look at things now. So it's gonna be nice when I get back in the house. Though I can't wait till the coronavirus gets out of here. So, but we're just being safe. Living out in the yard for now because I'm over 60. I guess I'm susceptible. Lorraine says that I should be careful. So, until this passes, I'm living in the car. No, okay. Oh, look at this suicide skeeter. Oh my gosh, look at that. First one of the season that I saw. Sorry, my friend. That's the way it goes. Gave his life to art. Bum, bum, bum. We should actually use him. Where should we use him? We'll put him right in here. I know it's cruel, but he's gone by now. One of those happy little accidents. Put him right in there. Should be part of that rock right there. He just fell. We're gonna come right in here. I hope I don't hear from the MSPCA. If that was wrong to do, I apologize. Gotta be so careful these days. Now see what I'm doing? I'm just scratching back and forth. I'm only using the dark blue for right now. See, what I'm gonna do is come right in here, leave my lines nice and flat. Okay? And what that does now, it's creating more of this. And we could still lay these down. If these look too harsh, we could still lay these down. But like I say, for purposes of what we're doing, something's telling me to get that off there. Okay, so. No, he's on the ground. All right, so let's see. Come up here, and what we want to do is just keep these lines nice and flat. Keep these lines nice and flat. And remember, these are further away. All right, so you don't want these as thick as these, okay? Because this is down in front of you, but these are there, but you want to pick it up. So these long lines keep it. Let's see. I think what I want to do right now is, yeah, let's just, you got your rags, right? You got your water, your rag. So just don't wash your brush, but just wipe it off because we're just going into the white right now. So there should be just whatever's on there from the blue. Now we're going to go into the white. And watch this, how we get like a ripple effect in small little waves. Okay, now see where we left this nice and heavy there, and then take, no scoops, just a little bit. Okay, a little bit. And what you want to do is cut right in the middle of it. Like, I want to be in front of it so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, so you're right there. Oh, look at that, okay? And just pull that off to the side and just feather it off, I guess. Would you call it feather it off, or let it fade away? And this side, do the same thing and just push it there. And look at how it already, let's see, maybe a little bit heavier. I'm just going to pat this on now, okay? So there you go. This is kind of like there you go. So you just pat that on there, and it'll give it like a little bit of a wave effect. A little bit of a, see? And with that dark blue underneath, I'll show you in a second. With that dark blue underneath, it gives that white like see, like it's coming over. Do a little better. See, let's see. So if we were going to do like an ocean wave, I could do this in here because I'm a professional. Okay, but don't do this. I just want to show you if we were going to do like a bigger wave. You want to look at the wave like a cup. So yeah, it does come around like this, but then it starts to relax. Okay? Just a quick wave tip here. See, so you want to make like start off big, go small. And see what I'm doing? I'm just kind of like going C, like that. I don't want that much paint on there, so I'm going to wipe this off with my finger as much as I think that's gross and I can't stand it. but I'm gonna, for the sake of art. Okay, so what happens here? Okay, now I come back with that heavier white like up here. We're just making a smaller version of this. But watch how easy. We have that like a C. You can make this roll over, but why don't we just say this is all right up in here like this? See, so we stroke that, and we'll poke it now. Sometimes you stroke, sometimes you poke. Sorry guys, I hear the birds are yelling. But I couldn't feed them. Yesterday was insane. Between the dripping, all the meltage, and the birds yelling. But see what's happening here? I just want to show you a quick wave. But see what happens, how it gives you that, you know, of course it's, right, it comes across like that. But if this was an actual ocean painting, I would be doing a lot better job. But see how that just gives you like that wave, and when you have the dark underneath there, when you have that dark underneath there, is what you really need. See, and then you get that, like it's a wave. See, oh, okay. So we don't want that. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna get rid of that for right now. I don't want to hit any heavy paint there. So don't worry about that. I hope you didn't do that. I hope you didn't do that. But I just wanted to show you how that, see, it gives it like that little push. Now right in here looks like there's too much. I gotta wash my brush because I got that blue on there from that. So I'm gonna wash your brush and go right back into the white. Hey, you know something? Again, I'm gonna leave the. I think I used the alarm clock the right way this time, and it should be set for an hour. So I think I started just a little bit before 12 o'clock, 12:30. I mean, right after the news. So okay. So take a little bit of that paint, don't scoop, and see this area right here? To me, that's just a little bit too fat. And watch, you come right in here and cut it right in half with the skinny side of the brush, remember, and a little bit of paint because you want to use this more like a pencil. And just clean off your brush right inside the here. Okay, and look at that. And then when you get really kind of like courageous, you could do these little small V's, okay, like that. And that's what pushes it out even further. I'm going to make this a little bit more prominent here for that wave to come out. And look at that. That's all we want right there. Right? This is not a big raging thing. And maybe a little bit over here. And remember also, we're going to come in here and make the rocks. So some of this may be covered up, okay? And I could have left the mosquito in there because he would have been behind that rock. And it would have been heavy enough to hold them. So, oh well. Okay, well, what do we want to do next? Okay, we got that black. Well, I took out black. So why don't you take out some black? Then we're going to use our a small stiff tip brush again. We're going to use it just like a pen, okay? Because now we want to start to define these rocks coming around the corner. And we want to push that waterfall back in behind there. So that looks pretty good there. Let's see, this is only black and white? Yeah, okay. Got the black on here. And watch what I do now, right? I'm just going to continue this as though it's like another rock. And I'm going to bring it down, but I'm also going to bring it right down in front. Okay? And then put that flat in the water and make that another 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock line, okay? You want that nice and flat. So I'm just going to scratch this in. So that's going to be another rock, okay? And that'll dry a different color there. So it's very important that we have, you know, I'm looking at this line too. This line looks like, I don't know if it's the canvas or the camera, but it looks like it's laying down a little bit. I'm just going to grab another brush. It's like, I don't know, maybe just a little bit. That little bit. But see, if something doesn't look right, you can always, you know, when you're stepping back, you look at your lines, make sure that your lines are actually 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I'm going to throw that right in the water because that's all I needed was to just pick that up for me because it was driving me crazy. So I'm going to throw that in the water because I'm not using that right now. And we're going to go right back to filling in some of these rocks and watch what happens here. Okay. Actually, I'm going to use a bigger brush. You use your smaller one. I'm going to use my medium that just had the white on there. But I'm going to go into black. And watch what I do now. I'm just going to, but you use your smaller brush, please. I don't want you to wreck this. So, and then I'm just going to fill in. Now, anywhere that you have any rough edges like this, you don't know what to do with, and it's unfinished. Look, easy enough, right? Not a lot of paint. Not a lot of paint on there. And I'm just going to smush this in. And remember, this could just be another rock here. And let it fade off and just go right back into the other color underneath. But you don't want to leave that furry edge, okay? That rough, you want that hard, rough edge. And it's easier to just come in from the inside and go out where you could see your line is actually nice and crisp. See, like on this one too. I'm going to go right in here. I want that nice and straight, nice and crisp. And then when we go back, look at this already. We could go back after this dries and put a little bit of this water line right in here like this. And then it'll make it look like it goes in there. And we could even take a little bit of white. Doesn't matter because we're making rocks. And this is how we started them anyway. See, take a little bit of the white, turns it into a gray. And then you start shaping maybe the top of the rock here, if you like. And look at that. Oh, look, here's a little sit-down rock right there. Okay, and just remember to get a nice crisp edge there. I don't know, I like that drop off. I like that drop off. I gotta get that back. So I'm gonna drop it here. Kind of like a log. See that? Alright. But it gives it like a seat area. I think this was what Mimi was talking about also. How do you make like an area to sit down on? So you make your flat area. See, we'll do it again. You make your flat area. Right? Make your flat area there. Then you want to sit right there and watch there. Fine. And then you can just drop this right down like that. And then you create that drop. And then this just gets darker and darker as it goes back. Okay, this will be nice and dark up in here. Ooh. And then you can sit right there. Hearing all kind of snapping. Oh well. Hey, so let's just finish up on this side, and we'll think about going on the other side. And I want to talk to you more about this because remember we had done such a beautiful job on this, but it's this side's kind of boring, really boring here. So I'm gonna take some of the black, just come right in here, quickly put this in there. Remember, you want a nice flat edge. Oh, I better clean that edge up. And then this could even be another stone. Just to give it more and more. You know, it could be right here like that. And I'm going to bring it right down so it's more standard. So it's more tall, I guess. Taller right there. There we go. And just push that back. And see how it gives you like a little edge. You could sit right there. How do you make a little guy sitting down? I don't know. But anyways. Let's see. So let's just leave this alone. I just want to fade this back because you don't want to leave anything like this, like that. In a bush, which we can do that easy. But I want to come over this side. I'm going to take a little bit more black now because what we have to do is come over here and we want to define this side of the rock. Now, as we have this over here, good suggestion, Mimi, is come right over here. Now remember we had that line that we cut right across the bottom? Let's use that line, even though it's not there. I know it's not there, but okay, let's see. We should show some of this reflection in here. So we'll leave that like that. We're going to come a little bit more forward and see. So let's, as we said, you know, this is kind of boring, this whole bottom part. So we gotta make a painting out of this part as we did this part. All right. So let's make another little cove area, I guess. So we don't want to be standing in the water here anyways. So see what I did was I came off the side of the canvas. But what I'm going to do is I'm coming in at an angle of, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes of 4, I guess. Right? So I'm going to come like that. Now again, what do we want to do? Squish it, remember? Squish the V, okay? Squish the V. There you go. Just like that. You don't want to round it, but you want it nice and flat because remember, this is where the water comes up to. So you want to be able to swim, and then when you hit the sand, you can walk up, and you want it to be able to walk up, a nice easy. See, this makes it a climb, where this makes it an easy walk, I guess. Okay. So what we want to do now is we could break this up. Now let's just imagine, we don't want to make a big smile, but let's take that smile and what? Squish it. That's right. That's right. So more of a grin, I guess, is what you'd call it. Okay. So let's see. Let's bring it around this way. And I know. Now see, we're going to stop pretty much underneath here or something like this. Now, we don't want to kill all this water, but we don't need all this water. All right? And this is going to be a whole different look on this painting when you're done, because I love this, but we don't need it. Okay, so we're right underneath here. Hey, you know something? Why don't we do it again? Okay, so we're going to cut it this way. Remember, squish the V. Squish the V nice and tight, okay? You don't want a rounded backward C. You want to squish the V, okay? And then we're going to follow this line just as we did that. I just want to step back to make sure I get a good look at it. There we go. Look at this. Now, what are we going to do? Absolutely, that's right. Somebody painted with me before. This gets all colored black. I know, but watch, okay? Now I'm going to use this. Now don't worry about painting like this, because this isn't painting. Okay, that gets you nowhere. This is painting. All you want to do is just clean your brush off on there. Now I'm not scooping. I'm going right into it, and I am taking quite a bit on the tip. But all I want to do is keep stretching it out, and I'm not going to keep putting. I'm just going to keep stretching until I have no more paint. I'm not going to fight it. Okay? But just use enough that you need to just fill that in. See, just remember, you want to get that nice and dark. Okay? You don't want to see any of that color underneath right now. That we're getting rid of that, because what we're doing now is we're making the land that we're going to sit on. Okay? And we're going to sit right here and watch the waterfall. Beautiful summer day. No ticks like the other painting. No ticks here, or maybe fewer. But that other painting we just finished with the White House and all those flowers. Great job. I love seeing all that stuff. Great work, guys. Great work. And speaking of work, you guys helping around the house? Hey, you know, another one. I got a tip for the guys too. Apparently, socks in the living room are not too cool when the wife's around a lot. So you want to pick up those socks. Socks in the living room, and I guess maybe you kids too. You see, all I'm doing, I'm just filling that in, and this creates that solidness, okay, of the land that we're going to use to sit here. And we can just imagine we could throw another tree in there, another bush, because it's layer on layer on layer. This will be boring to look at by itself too. So we're going to turn this all into grass. We got plenty of time. So color this all black. Right, and what we're doing now is we're stroking, right? We're just putting it on there, just painting it on there with brush strokes. That's all we need to do right now. I'm not too concerned. There's no right or wrong. I'm just coloring this all in. I better grab some more paint, because after all, it's a big canvas, and I am a professional. I better get to Michael's and get some more color though before they close. And maybe if you want to continue your lessons, maybe you want to go over there. And like I say, you grab a couple of colors. The ones that I use are, I guess I really don't care what I grab. It's Craft Smart. This is dark blue. This one happens to be Apple Barrel. I don't know. I think I pay a little more for that. I don't know why. But, you know, I just grab it. Whatever's there, I grab. Whatever color I need. But the important one is that dark blue and Shamrock Green. Okay, we talked about that on St. Patty's Day. All right, so you want to grab some of that Shamrock Green, because look at the Shamrock Green gives you these beautiful, beautiful colors up here. All right, and look how much work is in there. Well, I mean, there's not so much work in there, but remember those little deep pockets of black that we just cleaned our brush off? Were very, very fine, right? So you want to be able to see some of the green behind that little bit of black. And look at that beauty. It just pushes it right back in there. There's little pockets of deeper stuff. Really nice. So I'm sorry. I'm sure you guys don't have such a big canvas. I'll finish what I need to right here, and try to be as quick as I can about it. See, but what I'm doing is I'm using long strokes. All I want to do is color it in. And don't be, actually, I said don't, I said to make sure that you don't see any, what I mean of the color underneath. What I'm saying is you don't want to leave it like that, okay? And then paint over here, and then, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for a nice, somewhat even coat. If you get a little blemish like that, don't worry about stuff like that because we're going to put another color on there. Anybody have any idea? Ooh, good one. Yeah? Could be oranges, but remember, this is not a fall painting. This is a summer painting. We put some oranges and some yellows up there only to show the highlights that are coming in and hitting from the sun. Okay? But what color would be green? That's right. What color? Shamrock green, exactly. And that's what we're going to make our grass with. And if you ever saw that guy on Channel 2, well, what used to be Channel 2, I guess, with the afro, because I don't know if I could even say his name, but it's Bob Ross. If you see him and see the way he does, he works with oils. We're working with acrylic paint, okay? When he works with oils, they're a much heavier and a whole different consistency. This is like a water-based paint, so, well, it is a water-based paint, but it's it dries too quick. With the oil paints, some of those colors sometimes take 2.5 weeks. My grandkids, all the grandkids, I want to make sure that I painted those in oil because I want those to last. And I don't, they say oil lasts longer. I don't know. I still got paintings from way back when that haven't cracked yet. And of course, the ones in the museum, those are fine. They watch out for those for me. No, just kidding. But if anybody gets their stuff into the courier after the coronavirus thing here, please let them know where you learned. I've got a couple tips, maybe not even learned, but a few tips. But I hope this one helped you here with the wave. Okay. But if you have any suggestions, I was thinking maybe Monday we could do a drawing, so we don't always just have to paint. Maybe Monday we could do a drawing of an old barn house or something. Okay. All right, now look at this. So I'm going to step back. Look, you step back too. Take a look. Here, come back here. Look at, oh wow, look at that. Look at that. Now I know that there was a lot of work in the water, but look at that, gave us a place to sit like we're walking up to. Okay. All right, now I know it looks kind of funny where those V's are, where I had you make those V's. I hope yours come out good. Like I say, you just want to squish the V. Okay. Just squish it down like that, and then that'll give you a nice area to put anything in there underneath here. See, now here you could have just the water, or we could make some dirt, which I think we'll make some dirt to hold that up. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that. It'll give it a look like this, actually. That's what it'll do. So here's our little, remember, we just imagine a swamp monster coming up, right? Ooh, coming up, and he just walks up there. He's not climbing up this hill or up these rocks. He's just walking right up out. Ooh, creepy. All right, now down here, we're going to have to do some more work with the water. So, not too much, though. Let's see, what else we want to do? I hope yours turned out well. I want to see some pictures tonight, please, of the waterfall, because this is most important. Now, wash your brush. Okay, mine's all done here with the black. And I'm not even too concerned. I'm not even too concerned about the black being dry right now. Why? Because when we add the green with the black, there's going to be a fantastic shadow color. And I'll show you what I mean. Okay, let's see. I'm going to take my clean, dry, big brush. Okay, everybody grab your big brush. I'm going to grab enough paint on there so I can do the entire bottom. Okay. I'm going to just pour some out. Now, don't pour out a lot for yourselves, remember. I don't want you to waste your paint. Okay, so, oh, there it is. That was the culprit right there. Of course, it was at the bottom and it pushed all the good paint out. But that was the big blob that was on there. Okay, that's what wouldn't let it come out of the tube. But that's happening. That happens. All right, so what I want to do now, we've got our big brush, right? So we go in, and what are we going to do now? I'm going to take a clean dish, okay? Take a clean dish if you got one. If not, just use your towel, paper towel, or don't use toilet paper, please. Don't use toilet paper. You don't want anybody to yell at you. So go into the green, straight in, right? We talked about this, and blop it because you don't want that here, okay? And I'll put one there just to show you. You don't really want that, okay? That's not what we're looking for. That doesn't look like grass, right? So we can fix that. So I'm going to let that go. Maybe not so thick, but I'm going to let that go. But what you want to do is you want to blop it, and then you want to come in straight in like that. Bloop, bloop, bloop. All right? So what you want to do is just imagine your fingertips. You want to go straight into the paint, blop it, and then just rest it on there, okay? So I think they call it stipple. Stipple. All right? So you want to start at the top, and don't take a lot of paint. You just come up here and turn your brush on the side, and then just kind of like, you want to see the black behind there, and watch what happens. And let some of it go above, you know, because you don't want to see that black line like that. Okay, so cover some of it. You can leave some of it, but cover up some of it and go in. Don't take a lot of paint. Blop it, and then, but don't make another line under here like this either. Kind of skip it around, okay, because you want this to make it look like it's all full up, like our bushes up here, and all this stuff happening up in the tree. So if you start doing anything like that and making a line and making a line and making a line, it's not going to look like grass. It's going to look like astroturf, I guess. But see, you don't want to kill the black underneath there, but you want to use it. See? And turn your brush sideways. And now we're just going to poke it. Okay? Sometimes we poke it. Sometimes we stroke it. So we stroke the black just to color it in. And then we go in. Blop it. Come out here, and look at this. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but watch what happens. And who knows, maybe this will just fill right in. But see how it's, and don't be afraid to come right up in here too. Go right over your water a little bit, okay? Because you want that to be believable that the water is down behind there, behind this ridge, okay? Let's see, what else? So little bits of paint, blop it. And again, don't rush this. Don't rush this at all. We've got plenty of time. I'm only going fast because it's a big canvas, and I am a professional. Everybody getting their homework done? Good, good, good. Like I say, it wouldn't be me. I would be a more horrible student than I ever were. Were? Huh, where's the English teachers? Okay. And see what this does now? That's gonna, by the time we finish, it's gonna give you, and see, I'm not going in a row. I'm just going up, down, I'm going across, whatever happens, but I'm turning my brush sideways. And I'm just poking, 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 poking. And flop it. Bring some of it up and over because you want that to be believable, but you want to see some of it too. So leave some, hide some, but for the most part, it's just representing the bottom underneath there. Okay. Hey, you know something? Let's do something too. Let's take our medium brush. Yours should be clean, and if it's not, just take that for a moment. And let's see, let's take a little bit of brown, because even this could be changed up a little bit. Why have it just black and green? We could take a little bit of brown, and watch this. Maybe even, do we have white out? Yeah, we should have white. Yeah, we got white out. So we'll take a little bit of the white. But what I want to do is I want to make a little bit of a patchy area like there's dirt. Okay? So I'm going to take a little bit of white, a little bit of brown. Well, let's come up here, and I'm just using a different brush. And watch what happens in here. That's too light. So I want to darken it a bit, but I want to have the two different colors. I want to see some brown, and I want to see some white. Okay? And then we're going to put the grass over this as well. So it's going to look like there's, you know, dirt underneath the grass where there's, I guess, a grass patch where there's no grass. I hope the paintings are working out. I hope you're happy with what we're doing today. And look at what I'm doing, right? I'm just stretching it, right? Look at that. I'm just going back and forth. No, nothing. I'm not trying to make a hill. If I wanted to make a hill, I would have to paint that hill and put it in there. That's not what we want. So I'm just going to go right across like that. And see what I did? You get these light areas, you get these dark areas. Leave it like that. I'm going to throw that right back in the water because I'm all set with that. That's all I want right there. Just to change up the color a little bit. I'm going to go back to my green. I'm going to blop it. And I'm going to go right back to poking. Okay? Then we'll go right up in here. And like I said, just don't go straight across like that because it'll look like this. You want to break this up. Remember like the hot shot up here with the trees. Up and down, up and down. And let that break like this. Give that time to dry. Don't bother with that right now. Leave it alone. You see, I'm just filling in over here where I know it's dry and all set to go. But see how that gives you such a nice... But take your shoes off, huh? I would. Flop it. And now I just want to come in. I want to stay away from that brown now. And I just want to go right over here. I'm off to the side. I should be in front of my painting. So I hope you are in front of yours so you can see. But I think I'm going kind of like downhill. I'm going to step back. I am. That's all right. Well, I'm going to leave it alone like that. But maybe, watch what I do here. I can fix it. If it's falling down too much like this and I want to pick it up, watch this. Just come right up in here and I'll use this as my guide. And see what I'm doing? I'm doing those V's, right? Squish the V right there, right in here. I'm going to go right in here like that. So I could pick that line right back up and get more level and be happier with that. Let's go. And I'm just going to go right around there now that it's used in and filled in anyways. Okay, so that's good enough for me. I'm going to fill in the rest. And don't go in here yet. We will, but not just yet. Flop it. Come in here and just fill this right in. I'm going to have to go with that because the angle of my arm is just, that's the way it's going. But what a beautiful day. Like I said, I think tomorrow's going to be wicked windy, so I won't be able to hold on, and so we'll see what happens. But like I say, if we can, we will. Anytime you can paint outside, please do. It's a beautiful, beautiful day today, and it's just nice to get out of the house. You know, it's not like the Bird Bath movie yet where you can't go out and look at something, you know. May not be able to leave the house, but you can certainly go outside. And go outside, sure. Start raking leaves, things like that, just to get out. Maybe pull the rake out and get it ready for, a couple of weeks from now. I like to get mine done early. I like to just have it all done. So when things start popping, things like the tulips now or something, something's coming up over there. Am I done yet? Oh no, because I said, don't worry about that. So I'm going to take some more green, and look at that. You could leave it like that. You know what? I'm going to show you just another quick little thing too. I did this with my grandson's painting, and it looked awesome. So I'm going to go I went right into the black with my big brush, okay? Hey, Lorraine.
Hi.
Hey, sweetie. So I'm going to come right in here, and watch what I do here. I'm just going to, you may not want to come too close.
I don't. Oh, sparkling.
Not sparkling, these are pebbles and stones.
Oh. Oh.
But
okay.
you know something? Maybe I should put a little bit of water in there, as you suggest all the time, Lorraine.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
how are you?
Good.
It's a beautiful day out here. We were just talking about it.
It is.
Oh, look at that. See, I put a little bit of water, but it's apparently not enough water.
Do you want me to go grab your toothbrush?
I'll
go get it. I think it's to clean the toilet.
I was going to say, I think it's still wet from the toilet. Hey, when do you think I might be able to come back in the house with the corona?
We'll see.
All right. All right, so, see, and right up in here, we could do the same thing. Let's take out a little bit of yellow, because we need some highlight in there also. So we'll take a little bit of yellow out. Let's see. I'm going to use that same big brush, but what am I going to do? Clean it, that's right. So you want to clean the brush. Make sure it's dry because you don't want any kind of water to roll off that and because that would just wreck it. So see what I did here? I don't know if I didn't even say what I did. So I took the paint and I just kind of put a little bit of extra water in there and I made it very watery and just kind of speckled it on there like that. And what you get is this little effect. And if if there's stuff sitting on things that you don't care for, you can erase it now with that little bit of yellow. Now the yellow, what we're going to do is the same thing. We're going to go into the yellow and blop it. Hope you got a clean part of your tray or napkin. And see what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come right up in here. Now remember the sun's all hitting back here. Come right up in here. Now don't go crazy with the yellow. It's nice to have these little patches, but I don't know. I like yellow too, but too much is too much. Maybe bring some up here. See what I did here? Now maybe here you could just turn your brush this way. I say to leave it sideways when we're doing down the hill, or not even down the hill, but along the grass. See now right here? Watch it, right in this V. Come right up in here. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Right? And this creates its own hill. Don't kill right where it meets, where it comes down. But just add a little bit right there. And look at this. Just a little bit, like I say, a little bit of paint. And see how it's wearing out already? I don't want to keep pushing and pushing and pushing, because then what do? That's right, you make mud. So what you want to do is just keep going back in, lop it again, and then start somewhere else. You don't want to go right in. Well, you could, okay, but start somewhere else. So I'm going to start fresh right in here. And look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So, oh, nice. Isn't that beautiful? No, planes are still flying. Look at that. I'm going to step back for a second, and maybe you should too. Just take a look. What do you think? Oh yeah, look at that, how it just pulls it, right? It brings your eye right over there. And see the importance of starting with the nice fresh. Oh, there's the cat. I don't know if you see Muffy. All right, now don't kill all this, but throw a little bit of a high. Oh, that's too, because I didn't blop it. That's right. Thank you. I didn't blop it, and see what happened? Good. And where was it over here? I think it was right here. We just used it anyway, so you could just cover that up with the highlight. Don't worry about it. Come down here. Don't overdo it, but just throw little patches where the sun might just be sparkling off there. Bring it over here a little bit. What's up, cat? How are you? Come here. What are you doing? All right. I'm going to take some more of that yellow. I want to come right up in here. Oh, like I was saying, you could take your brush. Yes, you use it sideways to do the grass, but then when you come up here, you can use it for little spikes, right? Just to change the angle in front of the water there, and then that'll bring your eye right down from this vertical to the horizontal of the grass coming down. Let's come down here and play a little bit. See, but you don't want to make it look like stripes, which mine seems to be looking like. So again, like the water, okay? I'm just going to maybe break this up a little bit right here. There's that V again, right? But I just continue it. And maybe a little bit right to here. And a little bit right to here. Just, you want to balance it right if I don't know, like I say, it's whatever you're happy with. See, now I don't have enough paint here, but this is where I really want it to be really, bright, because, oh, look at that. Because it's right in front of us, remember? So anything right in front of us is going to be that much more crisp, a little more seen. Now remember, we have all these other colors that we used in there also. You could throw a little bit of the orange in there as well, if you like. I hope everybody's, we're going to go back up here for a little while in just a second. I just want to balance all this. But see the difference in our painting now? We have a place to sit. We can look at the waterfall, put our feet in the water. Nice. that yellow though. I mean, I like it, but it's gotta be careful. Just gotta be careful with it. And now I can go right over that. Anything I don't like, right there. And then it gives it like a little pebble looks, you know, things like that. Pretty cool. And that'll just come right in here. And every time I go into more yellow, I blop it. And I just add a little bit. See, and I use just enough there, and I'm happy with that. I don't want to start putting yellow in our rocks now, so I wouldn't start doing that. But you know what? We could, while we have this, when the green is out, let's go into the green, just poke it, and blop it with the yellow on there. And let's see what happens. Let's put a little bush right up in here. Okay? So we're going to blop it. Okay? Poke it. So let's see, we're going to start laying down like this. Okay? So lay your branches down like this, and think of like a fern, I guess, right? And then have it turn down. See, so you go up and then turn down like this. So it comes up, 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 and then watch, you're gonna get lazy. Gonna turn over. See how I turn my brush like this? I turn my brush like this, and then I roll it over. And then of course it wants to go on the other side, and you got that spidery looking thing there. So see, what we do is just lay in this and have this grow right out of the rocks like things do. Not here because I built all that, but eventually it will. Okay, look at that. And then with those colors underneath there, now you're giving it something else to look at. Now you get that little bit of black. Very, very, very little blop it. Make sure you don't put that on there. And then just go on one side where you think there would be a little bit of a shadow. And because those other colors are on there, it's going to give it just that little bit without killing the green or anything else underneath there. Now see, I would go back with the smaller brush and I'd come in here and I would throw whatever, you know, and maybe there'd be a little bit of a mossy thing growing down like this. But see, you have it just come down, let it fall down, and then after it falls, after it lays down, it wants to fall over. Okay? So that's how you do that. You can come over here, put some mosses over here, let this come right over here, and let it fall, just like our waterfall. Okay? Come across and drop it. Come across and drop it. Nice. And that's all we need right there. What else now? I'd like to do a little bit more with this rock. So while I have this green on here, I'm not going to do anything with that, green and yellow for a rock. But I'm going to wash all my brushes right now because they're all dirty. I hope everybody's painting's coming along good, coming along happy with it. I hope everybody's happy with it. Let's see, what else do we want to do with that? Oh yeah, we forgot our little stone. We forgot our little stone where we have that little break off. So we'll take a little bit of black with that stiff tip small brush, and let's just put another rock right in here. Okay, and don't worry about that spray that we already put in there. Just know that where it's going to go. And then you want to come back nice and straight like this. Okay? And then just, you can play with a little bit of the yellow, I guess, in there. Yellow and black is a good rock color. A little, whatever. Only because it's right there I'm going to use it. So, but I'm not too concerned. This is just a rock that's going to be covered up with more of that spray and whatever. So I hope everybody's doing okay, holding out all right. Check on your neighbors, make sure that, your elderly neighbors have their colors. Make sure everybody's safe. And see, look at that. I'm just going to pull that down. Now you know how to do that by doing this. So see what I did? I made a frown. Just make a frown and go straight across like this. And look at that. You already put another stone in there like that. Should we wash our brush? Yeah, I think so. Because we got a little bit of white, a little bit of time. Now, I want to show you one effect that's going to make this whole thing awesome. Take a little bit of the white, okay? I'll give you a minute. Don't even worry about this. We'll do this tomorrow because I think we're running out of time somewhere. And maybe we'll even work on that tomorrow too. What I want to show you is just take a little bit of that white now with your clean, small, stiff tip brush. Come right up in here, right underneath that stone, and just like we did in here, put a little thin line. Put your brush on its side, and just kind of pull that across, and make sure you're doing nice flat straight lines. What kind? What time is it? 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock. That's right. 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock lets you. It invites you in. See, tomorrow we'll do a little bit more here because I'm, where I did this, I'm not really too happy with. And of course, we got to fix all in here. Well, I do. And then see what we do, just like that, and watch. Oh, squish the V, come right around, right, and look at that. It gives you like that little bit of a ripple look. See that? And come back out, and make sure this is nice and flat. And see what I did there? Kind of like an S. And you can hide your name in there too. See, so there's my S for Steve. So I don't know where the bush comes in, but come right over here. Take some more white and a little bit, just not scooping, and then just go this back stone right along there, and right in front of when you go in front like this. Oh my gosh, look at that, right? That's nice. And then you have that white on there, so make it look like it's a different stone right there. Don't do the whole thing, but just a little bit to show there's a front and a back. Throw this in here too, because remember, this is going to be all the spray from the water hitting it and coming over. So yeah, you can do whatever you want here. That's fine. And see, that's good. I like that. I got this. I'll clean off my brush a little bit right here. Make that look like that's another rock by itself. A little top to it, right? A little bit of a top, and then let that go right back into the other stone. Like that. Let me see. Always have crisp edges though. See that furry edge on the edge of that rock? You always want to have nice crisp edges. Okay, and that'll always give you a nice place to sit. And I think the alarm was supposed to just go off. I heard click, but maybe it was set wrong again. So I think we're going to stop right here, and tomorrow we'll work right over here. This is awesome. I love what's going on here. And look at how we just pulled this whole thing. Let's step back for just a second. Now see, actually that gives you like a little pathway. I didn't even see what I was doing there. Wow, God bless my hands. Oh well. And see, now these, like I said, these stones are too flat for me. I love what I'm seeing what you guys do. You're doing a great job, and the way I teach you is just a form of of making a rock. You look at the rock, you'll sketch it, and you'll paint it a whole different way after you're done looking at it. I'm just showing you a quick way to get there. But in 5 hours today, look at what we've already done with an hour a day. Fantastic. I love what I'm seeing. Show me some more pictures, and I'll see you tomorrow after the news.